Hello, I'm John Proctor from Channel Pajama West. I am having a Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc adventure. And I'm going to go into this room here. Where there is nothing. Well, there's that clue. Celeste. She really attacked with this Justice Hammer 1. But what the heck is with this thing? Okay, so we're not even collecting clues yet. Well, I'll keep searching the floor. A button. Shit, hang on. Oh, I'll check out. Door must be locked. What am I trying to achieve? I'm sure I've checked all the rooms now. Or am I on the wrong floor? What has shunted me to this floor to look? Now I'm just confused. What a weird way to start an episode. When Toko is, Toko, she has a fear of blood. I don't think we have to worry about anyone else dying, so I'll leave her alone for now. Oh no, I need a button that says, what am I doing right now? It was only 10 minutes ago since I last recorded the last one. I just figured, you know what? Oh, no, I just had to go in and out of rooms. Makoto!
Come on!
Why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository. Huh? You mean...
Indeed.
I found them. Fumi and Taka's bodies have both been hidden in the repository.
Goodbye.
I already told him Hino and Sakura. I already told Hino and Sakura will go on ahead. Their bodies are in the repository. You mean literally the first place I checked? Is that what you mean? The place that you wouldn't let me discover on my own. Are the bodies here somewhere? Are you taking the piss, game? Up ahead is the repository. This is the first place I checked and it was locked. I have no choice to go inside. Why wouldn't you let me discover this? So I opened the door. When I entered, I saw... the two bodies that had disappeared were right there. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time. Ding dong!
A body has been discovered!
That's interesting. Is that because only two people saw Taka at a time? No, hang on. Huh. I don't think Taka was dead until now. Because he didn't announce Taka was dead.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
And so we are. What? And so here we are.
It's the Monokuma file!
Yay! Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monokuma file. I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen.
What?
It was really hard to resist, but it turns out I was right.
Stop talking.
Just hand it over already.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Now, make sure to investigate with all your mental might and prepare for the class trial.
See ya later!
Well then, now that we've found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit.
What the heck?
Hold on. How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know.
That's terrible!
Dead. Gone forever. They're never coming back. Awful. This is all just too awful. Oh. Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body.
Who would do this?
That's what we're trying to find out.
Why?
That's what we're trying to find out.
Why?
That's what we're trying to find out. Large wet tears, they're the worst type of tears, fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this was some kind of world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. This wasn't.
He's alive again? Where am I? Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
Told you one of them wasn't dead.
Hifumi!
Okay, I got the wrong
Wake
one.
up!
Huh? That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything before I met you all. I met you all.
His memories are all blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us.
The light. It's reaching out to me like the tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasuhiro.
Is he dead now? His eyes closed, and they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. No matter how many more Hina tears splashed on his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. That was nice. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat.
Stop talking.
You're just angry and weird. Going out of his way to return, just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. He said Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hagakure. That's the only person he could have been referring to.
So in other
With
words...
that, the case is solved. Assaulting people and even killing Tako and Hifumi, and going so far as to hide their bodies. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what a hero is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way I can ever forgive him. To kill two of our friends.
That's fine.
Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although this time, it's not all about life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. You see, the problem is I predicted it was him before all of this information. Now I know it's definitely not him because they're not going to give me the answer. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through this to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. Investigate! First I better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it?
Very strange.
Pretty strange. We got way less information than this time than before. That is no problem after all. The events of this case were unfolded before our very eyes. Yes, we didn't get a time of death. Which I think is interesting. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe.
Well,
There's something else bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Kyoko. You talking about Kyoko?
Perhaps.
Without a doubt. She has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? Something I did bring up way earlier. An accomplice. An accomplice. What are you doing here?
Monokuma appears!
Don't be rude. I'm here to answer your question. What question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
so then.
So you're saying nobody worked together this time either?
Hey,
Sorry, can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing. Does an accomplice get punished, though?
So in other words,
Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal.
Well,
Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is
extreme!
the one true blackened that devised the murder plot and put it into action. Now that is somewhat, yeah, so because there's only one blackened, there can only be one punished, right? Because only one person is put on trial. Which means the accomplice, or even the murderer in this case, might survive. The true blackened, so just one person.
Well now,
That's enough for explainifying. Oh, I completely missed that last line. So there can only be one blackened and an accomplice wouldn't benefit? Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to the case after all. You may be right. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
however,
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
You know, don't you think we should consider certain someone a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack.
What?
I'm offended! Also, I'm here again! You, when did you... I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found.
You SOB!
Anyway, you there, milk sack swimmer girl?
Huh?
Milk sack?
You've gotta be
Why
kidding!
do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer.
What?
So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time. I have an alibi, you know. She's right about that. When we heard about Hifumi's scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body.
Yep.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not going to kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
It's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
so then.
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure. I'd be totally useless on an investigation anyway.
it's all clear
And
now.
that's that. Let's begin. The whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But, maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. Nice. Monokuma File 3 has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. I told you they were going to be the murder weapons. Look, they're all missing. I don't know why they've been painted up, but they're all missing. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, though some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait! I've suddenly noticed there's gaps! For some reason, only one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Spotless hammer has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. These were full. These were full. Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move the Taka's body? That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Blue tarp has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Fumi's big, cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. Alright, he's dead now. He's dead. You don't need to be a dick about it. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move something so big? I told you! It was the trolley! I said that! I said it would be a feature! From the nurse's office, where it was discovered, to hear the repository. I predicted the mallet and I predicted the trolley, because they were really obvious, but still. All the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing. How the hell? It's no good, I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I'll have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also to a blow to the head, perhaps from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh, wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling something's different? Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it! His glasses! When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? Who would do that and why? He would wipe his glasses off. He would wipe his glasses off. Yeah, I'm thinking he killed him for love, and you know, made up this plan, and then somebody interfered with the plan. There's only one way in and out of this room. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from the inside of the repository. I don't see any way to lock it from inside the art room. Okay.
So,
Hey, Koto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's body disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
But...
And we came right to the repository, you know, to look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked. And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way somebody could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? Oh, a locked room mystery! They're the best ones. I wondered the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there. But I'll probably have to leave this area to figure out. Yeah. The door can only be locked from the inside of the repository, which makes me wonder. Kino and Sakura both confirmed the door was locked after the search for the bodies began, and the door is designed so it can only be locked from the inside. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked. So that certain someone, Hina claims there is no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. Was it the killer? who's still roaming free, or was it one of the victims? The door has been added to the truth billets. There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then...
Would you like my help? Yes? Let's look back on things. The morning, only 4 of us met up during the dinner at the dinner hall. Hina, Kyoko, you and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. Soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor and quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her. Meaning, just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo-Justice. It also became clear that this Robo-Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office, I saw a shadow. Something moving around the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the 2nd floor, where we split up and began searching. Then right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing our screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Celeste, what's wrong? That was rather intense scream. Yeah, okay, this is just a flashback. I won't read this. We ran. So yeah, there's just a lot of Celeste going, oh no, look, over there, now over there, now over there, which I find suspicious. I was blocking the stairs when he, yeah. And then... Alright, new theory. It is Celeste and Hifumi. Celeste is manipulated Hifumi to do a bunch of stuff. Because she can. So Hifumi killed some people, but really it was Celeste who's the true Black One. That's my theory. So this is the flashback about Hifumi. Okay, then no, there must be a 3rd person though. At that point, we decided to split up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect on the 3rd floor. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse. This is why I think Celeste is working with Hifumi, because he had to wipe off his glasses to see. So we know he moved on his own, even though there's a trolley. Which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. And then someone betrayed him. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what had happened.
However...
But at the same time, we discovered Taka's body in the equipment room, which means Hifumi and Taka's bodies was discovered around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? And you, me, and Byakuya all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko who'd fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hifumi's body's disappeared. Yeah, see, that's what was suspicious about it. We hurried back to the nurse. It's so much of Celeste going, oh no, a thing happened while you were gone. Oh, and things just keep happening just over there. I know, it's so weird. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover his corpse was in fact gone. When we remembered, we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room. So I'm going to skip all this because, yeah. This time Taka's body had disappeared. From there, we began our search for both of the missing bodies, and after some time, Celeste told us she'd found the bodies and we'd all headed to the repository. And there we rediscovered the two bodies that had apparently vanished. Okay, here is my theory. There is an inside man, there's Celeste, and there's Hifumi. The inside man, working for the bear, is just generally helping now, but didn't have anything to do with the murders outside of helping a couple of times. It's not Celeste. I think Celeste is the blackened, and I think Hifumi is a poor sap that got tricked into doing stuff. So I think that whole photo thing was a pose job. I think all three of them are in on it. And that brings us up to now.
However,
Looking back, things certainly have been very active. Yeah, it was a weird episode. If you want to look back at the case again, just let me know. I'm fine anytime. Oh yeah, the trolley. It's a dolly. It doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh, but wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? God, I have a great memory, apparently. And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's a blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? I don't know, it could be anything. Could be anything. Oof, no idea. Yeah. Somebody required a dolly to move Taka. They certainly would have needed one for Hifumi, but Hifumi didn't require a trolley because Hifumi walked and wasn't dead until now. Because that's when he got... Yes, okay. The announcement for Hifumi was wrong. That's actually the announcement for Taka. Hifumi wasn't dead until later, which is why we got a second announcement. Don't know what's left. Oh, there's another person in the room. Oh, I got a coin. There we go. Coin! Go coin! Byakuya. Do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone else could think otherwise. Not what you said, but whatever. When the attacks and murders and all the disappearances happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died, yeah, he said Hiro's name.
So, in other words...
Then there is no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kind of dumb. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
What?
And is that it? What? That's all that bothers you about this case? Well, no, there's a few other things. Like, why did the killer try and hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why'd they bother killing two people?
What?
Because all the rules say is you can't kill someone and get away with it. You graduate, right? Yeah, this is actually quite reasonable. Which goes along with my theory that Hifumi killed Taka and then got betrayed. So if you're the killer, your number one priority is not getting caught. But killing two people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on, perhaps. I see, so that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. What's with that attitude? But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun in this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? Might have. There's got to be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There's some places I already know about. First the nurse's office, then the equipment room. I think there'd be blood streaks on the floor if there was blood on the wheel. Justice Hammer 4, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. Apparently not a clue. There's some kind of tyre mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. It bloody should do. There was blood on its tyre. Could that blood have come from here? Which could mean the Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. Nice. Equipment room bloodstain has been added to the truth bullets. Even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with a dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor, because he walked. That's still a total mystery. I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away.
What?
I'm super pissed. I missed an ultimately rare event. Ah, this top. It's a top! I'm so amused with myself. It's not funny at all, but I'm very amused with myself. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently too. It's not a clue though. This isn't important to the case, I just need to forget about it. Alright, calm down. Right, I'll teleport down to the nurse's office. I've got a frustrating talent for going, haha, I think this person's going to be it. And then it's the one the game goes, be suspicion of this person. Oh, bollocks. I just caught up on what the game wanted me to know. Justice Hammer 3. The one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body and left the weapon behind. Just a normal trash can. Oh wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. It's got some kind of cartoon character on it. But it's also covered in blood. It could be any cartoon character. Did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
Huh?
Cleaning cloth. And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either. But I think it might be important. There you go, the cloth has been added to the truth bullets. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I'm simply going around seeing if Hero might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be with him in the nurse's office, right?
Yes,
Correct.
indeed.
Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone. We could not have gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. Then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time.
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of anything less than impossible. Celeste's account has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. A refrigerator? I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in here. For blood transfusions, I guess. Doesn't help me, though. I'm not a vampire. Is that not a clue? Because fake blood? So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant it to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet in the dinner hall. This is the note Hero wrote to get us all to meet up, right? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You remember well. You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Nice. Yes, your hero's message has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. So he said to go to Hero's room. What's waiting for me there? Go check, shall we? The Despair Hotel. The door is unlocked. I guess I can go inside. But your courier said to look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm going to take the plunge. I think it's cool stuff. This is Hero's room. There's all kind of weird stuff in here. Where did he even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something and some things made out of, it looks like cardboard and plastic and plaster. What could it possibly be? Is this Robo-Justice? And it's in Hero's room. But wait, these blueprints. There's something about them that bothers me. Have the arms bend like this. Robo-Justice blueprints has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. It's a normal bed, pretty much like the one in my room. Why does it let me look at stuff that's not relevant? I soundlessly check the bathroom. There's nothing in here, pretty grungy though. How does the bathroom even get this dirty? Makoto, big news! Big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko! What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second!
Robo-Justice turned up too! Robo-Justice? It's Hero wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. To think Hero and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran off to the second floor as fast as I could. I was about to say pool, 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 and it's quite funny because you said the pool. Is he glued inside the costume? Kyoko and...
I mean...
Hugh, man, I have had the worst day. Okay, R and J. Is it Japanese for left and right? Hang on. I want to have a look at the blueprints. Hero? Oh no, it's for Robo-Justice, you idiot. But I want to look at the blueprint. Okay. There's a big locker near the pool. Nope, it's not done anything yet. Alright, let's talk together, Justin. Hero?
Huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
Yeah, duh. Who else could it be? That's a good question.
Huh?
What? Why do I look like this? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati? Robo Justice finally made his appearance, huh? I guess Kyoko's the one that found him.
Right.
I found Hero. He was just jammed into the pool room locker. I knew something would be there. I knew it. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean!
Still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it. Like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Well,
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind.
it's nothing.
Never mind.
Hey,
More importantly, so I'm guessing she was investigating the meta plot. More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind?
and?
First of all, Hero, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean...
Well, I have no idea. One second I was asleep. I don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up, and I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you.
Huh?
Wait, it looks awesome. Well,
Let me out of here!
that's cool. They found a use for that line. I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help. Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
You got it all
I
wrong!
didn't make this stupid friggin' thing.
It would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. Means you can't put it on by yourself either. You don't really have a choice. Let's help him. We took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hero out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we all got the pieces off. Phew! Free at last. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hero?
So then...
More to the point, nobody but Hero would be able to wear that costume.
Um...
Wait, what? Hold on a sec.
Honestly,
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
is that okay?
In other words, it's obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true, I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be...
Then it's obvious the one who put the costume on and went around attacking everyone
That's terrible!
was Hero. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Good idea, we wouldn't want him killing anyone else.
What?
Tie me up! Hold on, guys. I think that's a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking, blueprints. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided you killed them.
Please!
What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear the costume. Who else could possibly be the costumed attacker?
What the heck?
Nobody's seen the costume attacker attacking anyone apart from the two people who I think did it. So Celeste and Fumi. No one's actually seen the robot attacking people. In fact, I'm not sure the robot could. How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine, if you're going to be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a beat, they should say beat there, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is?
This is amusing.
I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took off the suit again.
Ah.
Well, now you're out of excuses. No, you see, it's because you're a girl, and if it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second!
We have everyone's body measurements in the in the file, so it could have been made for him. See, I told you it was impossible. You're absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But...
Then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same, but it fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the
Who
worst.
cares? He was the only one without an alibi during the whole thing anyway.
That's terrible!
Which is why, how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, tell me? Nice. Robo-Justice costume has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Right, I'm going to save my game and let you guys go. I've been John Fox and Donald West. That's going to be about it is. I've been having the Danganronpa adventure, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.